So the stock market has continued to go up, and so has gold and silver has been going sideways. And I want to share with you what I see on a detailed picture on what I see on the stock market. Obviously some gold and silver updates, but I'm also going to share with you, if you're looking to buy some silver and gold stocks, what is the #1 pattern you should be looking at for on the chart that's going to give you a high probability of that trade or those basket of trades that you take working out. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video. Trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There is no guarantees of making money in the markets, and trading is the most hardest thing you'll ever do, and it takes a long time to become a good trader. So this video is just educational only. If you're struggling with your trading right now, then click on the very first link in the description. We're going to learn a free training, the 7 universal laws to become a master trader that will boost your success, consistency, and confidence without spending a decade trying to figure it out. Click on the very first link in the description right now. Alright, traders, so one thing I want to do is I want to share this with you today is I want to share what's happened with basically silver and gold. What's happened with silver right now? Short-term basis, silver has done pretty much just holding this resistance through here. So not really much going on with there. And also gold is pretty much a bit of a sideways day through here. Long-term, I do see gold and silver continue to rise. And once again, once we do break this resistance level through here, guys, once we break this resistance 1400, then we have a pretty sharp run back up to, I would say we have probably a good 10% rise pretty quickly in the markets, and that's what I believe we're likely to see, and I believe that's going to happen, within the next 6 months. But also what I see as well too is I see so that's that there. Plus also looking at the actual looking at the silver market as well too. We're just resting. I'm telling you what, guys. When silver's been going sideways like this for quite some time, especially on the monthly chart, when you look at that monthly chart, you can see there's just this sideways action through here. Let me bring up this chart through here, and let me just minimize that for a minute, and we can have a look at this one here. So we look at this monthly chart through here. So you can see what's happening through here. And you can see what's happening, like we're really, again, what's happening with silver right now, this long-term picture, what's happening is we're holding this support level here, aren't we? And this is a low, this is still a higher low. So if we start to break up and out, my goodness, guys, we are going to go through an enormous run. Like this is going to be in ding, 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 chicka, 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 ching, chong, chong, chong. There you go, guys. I know, I know. It's one of my videos yesterday. They're like, bring a ching chong chong back in. Now, I don't think that's gonna happen like that. This is a monthly chart, by the way, guys. But I do see some pretty big movement coming in silver, and also and also gold as well too. But we need to wait for that breakout. And isn't it interesting? Right now, we're getting to a pointy point. We got the pointy point. Do you know the pointy point? I like the pointy point. Bing, bing, bong, bong. So this market's holding through here. Guys, it's actually interesting. If you guys have been following me for quite some time, someone said on my video, "Oh, John, can you give up the fake excitement?" For people that actually watch me and part of my private coaching, you guys know this is what I'm like pretty much most of the time. I love what I do. I think it's fascinating, the stock market. And anyway, so big moves coming in that there. Now, let's go share with you the Dow Jones. And I want to share something with you that I'm seeing here on the day chart. And let me see if I can bring up something. Forget the indicators here for a minute. Now here is a big long-term chart. I want to share something with you, okay? Here is a big overall long-term chart, and I want to share one thing. I want to share with you. Let me actually just take off. Let me just take off all of these short-term moving averages, and we're going to leave only 2 there. So first thing I see is that if I squeeze my daily chart up through here, what do we see? We see this big drop down to this support line and a rally back up. Now we're rallying back up, and if we hold here right now, there's going to be a 50% retracement. And if we start to drop down, where do you think the Dow Jones is likely to run to on a short-term basis anyway? Where do you think it's likely to run to? Well, depending on where it stops, there's a thing called a 1-to-1 projection. So if it does stop here right now and we start to turn around, by the way, I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm not saying it's going to happen, but a 1-to-1 projection would bring us down to around 20,000 through there. Now, I believe we're heading down to 18,000, and I believe that's going to happen pretty quickly. Within say a few months, I believe we're going to be down to 18,000. But that's a 1-to-1 projection. But also we can see by looking at this theory that the 200 moving average, which hasn't been, this 200-day moving average hasn't been touched in quite some time. So the last time we did touch it, I think it was way back here way back here when the election was happening. So I believe once this market holds, and if the market does hold and we start to get some serious down move, I believe we'll start to see another couple of 1,000-point drop pretty quickly on the Dow Jones as well too. That's the same for the Nasdaq. Again, the Nasdaq's actually a lot stronger there in that way. It's actually a lot more volatile than Nasdaq. But also the S&P. Look at this here, the S&P. Once again, you got this big strong run down, big strong back up. Does this move continue to go up? That's what I'm looking for right now. Does this move continue to go up? Let me remove the Bollinger Bands. I just noticed I had the Bollinger Bands on. So does the move continue going up, or does it not? And so that's what you want to wait for. But if we do start to hold, and this is where no one knows what's going to happen. But if we hold here and we start to get a downward movement, then we're likely to see a lot more downward movement going through there. Make sense? Now, one thing I want to share with you guys is that if you're looking at buying some silver and gold stocks at all, one thing I want you to do is I'm going to bring up this over here, and this is basically this whole list through here is basically all the different basically this is the gold bug index through here, right? So we've got basically a basket of the gold bug index. And so one thing you want to look out for is when you're looking at the markets, you want to make sure that you're trading with something that's clearly look at the weekly chart through here, and you want to be trading with something that's clearly making a higher high and a higher low. So for example, if you look at this stock right here, which is GG, has it made a higher high? Yes. Has it made a higher low? Yes. So I'm not saying, guys, please, I'm not saying just buy this stock straight up right there. You need some sort of pattern, but if you're looking to trade the metals, same with this here. Now, are we making higher highs and higher lows? No. So you would negate that, all right? Why? You make sure you're trading with the trend. HWY, are we trading higher highs, higher lows? No, right? There's no one. We had a big up week, but there's no one clearly in control. GFI, higher highs and higher lows. It's not making higher highs, is it? But what is it doing? It's continue to make what? It's continue to make higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and higher lows. In an uptrend, higher highs and higher lows. But the most important part is as long as the buyers keep raising their prices, then that's where the market's likely to obviously keep going. NEM. What's happened with NEM? NEM, what's happened here? We have a higher high and a higher low. I'm actually in this stock myself, and I believe we're likely to see a lot more upside coming out of this stock. So this is a higher high and a higher low. Gold, same thing. Do we have a higher high and higher low? No, so you wouldn't touch that. IAG, higher high, higher low. Not a higher high, is it? Oh, it's probably slight higher high from this here, and now we have a higher low through here. So that actually could be one there through there. IAG, same thing. Do we have a higher high, higher low? We definitely have a higher high, higher low, don't we? So therefore, this is a very high probability, a long setup in the markets. It doesn't mean it's going to definitely work out. Does this have a higher high, hello? No. EGO, no. BT, yes, we're starting to get that formation there, aren't we? BVN, yes. What about AY? Yes, we can see this one here, right? Very, very, very clear here, aren't we? Like we've got a very clear higher high, now higher low. Now, it doesn't mean these trades are going to work out. That's why you need, when you talk about investing, look at this one here, right? No clear direction, not a clear high. Look at this one here, making lower highs and lower lows. So even though gold and silver is going up, right, when you're looking at the metals, that's the most important thing you want to look at is it making a higher low? But always have a risk management on every single one of these trades, because it's called a basket of trades. You might have say 5 of these trades or 10 of these trades going, and you might have 50 of them work out and 50 of them not work out. What you want to do is you want to make sure that the 50 that don't work out, you want to make sure you're risking a little bit, and your profit on the 50 that do work out at least two times your risk. Bingo bango, you're good to go. Makes sense? So, but I do believe happening over the next 6 months is the ones that don't work out, they get stopped out. The ones that do work out are probably going to have 3, 4, 5 times the profit that you're likely to lose on the other ones. Make sense, guys? So there's a bit of an update on the indexes. What's coming next for silver and gold, And what mining stocks, if you're looking to buy mining stocks, what's one simple pattern you can look out for when looking to buy some mining stocks? But always, always, always have your stop loss in, and always make sure you have your risk management under control, because there's no guarantees of making a profit on any given one trade.